I was on my way down to play a gig in West Palm Beach. I stopped off in Montgomery, Alabama for a drink and a bite to eat. And I was sitting in a small cafe with some cowboys drinking at the bar, listening to an old man in the corner singing and playing on his guitar. I didn't know which one was older, the guitar or the old man, but he handled that thing like it was a baby, laying there in his calloused old hands. The music he played was simple, 3 chords, sometimes 4. He sung about lost loves and drinking, and sleeping on hardwood floors. And his songs, they weren't always perfect. Sometimes he sung a little off key. I didn't know if it was a lack of talent or maybe just too much of the whiskey. His eyes was hollow-eyed and pale as a ghost. He had a familiar look to his face. I knew I'd seen him play somewhere before, but I just couldn't remember the place. Now, it wasn't long before the young cowboys began to tire the old man. You see, these boys was musicians also. They played in the top 40 band. But these boys, they was the new country and had all the old stuff they could take. One headed towards the jukebox. Another asked the old man to take a break. Now the bartender, he was disconcerted, but he knew what he had to do. After all, the young cowboys were paying customers. The old man played for free booze. Slowly he took off his apron, stepped out from around behind the bar, walked over to the old man, put a tip in his jar and said, "Thanks, son, for the guitar." And the old man, he was no dummy. He knew that his luck had run out. Put down his guitar and finished his drink and put his last cigarette out. Put his guitar back in the case and headed towards the front door. Thin as a rail and white as a ghost, he barely made a sound on the floor. He was almost out the door when one of the boys started poking fun at the old man. A victim of too many Bud Lights and tequila, he said he just didn't understand why an old man with a wore-out guitar and nothing in life to lose sits around all night getting half-tight, playing for tips and free booze. Well, the old man, he stopped dead in his tracks. Slowly he turned back around. His eyes revealed the pain and sorrow of a man who had long been down. Then he started back over towards the boys. I thought things might get out of hand. Everyone waited to see what happened next as the boys rose to meet the old man. Now the young man, he had a question. I owe him a reasonable reply. He wants to know why I still play, though life has long passed me by. Well, I do it not by choice, boys, and I do it not by decree. And I don't do it for the money. You see, fame and fortune mean nothing to me. I do it because I must, and I do it because I can. I do it because when God made me, He made a guitar playing man. Now listen to you boys in the honky-tonks, and I'll watch you tote your money to the bank. But if that shit y'all play is country, somebody sure made a fool out of old Hank. Them cheating hard been playing on the jukebox, so nobody put no money in. It startled the bartender so much, he forgot my change for the team. When we turned back around, the old man was gone, disappearing into the night air. Things were getting kind of spooky, so I figured it's time to get the hell out of there. The young cowboys, they sat there speechless. They didn't know what to say. The bartender poured himself a drink, and me, I'd be on my way. And I'll never forget that fateful night when I just stopped in for a drink. I watched 4 young cowboys get a lesson in life from a man who called himself Hank.